Alright, so let me start this video out by saying shout out to the legendary Usain Bolt for stopping by and giving his fellow countryman and his brother some support. You can see Dalton appreciated it. He posted it in his Instagram. Now, this headline, first of all, let me say this. This kid is going to win. Alright, this young man is going to win X Factor. I predicted it months ago, and I really think he is. And I think he is not because he's Jamaican, but because he actually has the goods. He has what it takes to do it. Anyways, this weekend was all fanfare and something of a celebrity life for Dalton. Right? So the X Factor Dalton Harris is swarmed by fans carrying his native Jamaican flag during his London homecoming ahead of the finale. Now the finale is on December 1st, and he's been away on the road now for months, just singing and showcasing his talent and going through the competition. There were a lot of people to beat to get to where he's at this point. Now he is 1 in 3. He is off the top 3 right now, slated to take that position as a winner. They finally got a break. They finally got a break to go home or go back to where they stay, where they live or whatever, and this is what happened when he ended up in London, right? People run out from everywhere and fanfare, Jamaican flag flying. Them have the man painted palm bus and all these things. It's looking good. Some big celebrity thing, right? They said that he will go on to head up with Anthony Russell and Scarlett Lee in a bid to be crowned the winner of this year's 2018 X Factor. But in the meantime, he enjoyed a hero's welcome as he arrived in London on Wednesday. The rising star couldn't wipe the smile off his face as he was swarmed with his family and friends who proudly waved their Jamaican flag. And there were a bunch of other people there that weren't family or friends. They were just fans that came out to see him, proudly waving their Jamaican flags as well. Dalton proved overjoyed as he experienced a taste of fame while arriving back in his hometown. Immediately, he was joined by his loved ones as well as fans who rallied behind him to show their support for the upcoming finale. The ads went to talk about how he was dressed. They say he was dressed to impress. Well, as you can see, the man have on a marl grey top, black leather jacket and some skinny jeans. They said that heads were turning as he walked down the street, people showing their support and shouting their support to him. I saw another article where he said if he wasn't strong, he would have been broken this week by those pictures that went out, and but not just the pictures, but by the derogatory and rude response that he got overwhelmingly. But he also got overwhelming good support, and that kept him together. You know what I'm saying? He's a strong person, and he also said that. Like, me not come myself to play no game kind of thing, you know? If me did weak, me would win Rising Star. You have to have a strong mentality to do something like that. And so he has that competitor's edge. Yeah? And he's pushing through. So it appeared to be a long day as he hopped on board the coach with his company after going through all the fanfare. Following the short ride, he did his best to mingle with more people who delightedly stepped out to see the star. After months of showing his sensational singing skills, he is now one of the top 3. Wow. So he is actually that close to winning this thing. People, this is going to be big for him. This is going to be huge. This is going to be life-changing, because if you do the research to this competition, you will find out that there's a lot of money involved, and there are lots of opportunities involved, like touring. Just the record deal and the prize for winning alone changes someone's life, right? So, and Dalton's about to be set. Now, couple that with his life story, which came to light over the past week, and the struggles with his mother and his mom making her rounds on social media. Me over here, SouFLoTV, actually did not do a video concerning his mom, and the reason why I didn't yet is because I actually really wanted to sit down and get the time to actually say what I wanted to say. Now, believe it or not, there are people out there that are saying stuff like, they planned this. Dalton purposely leaked the picture so when he filed for asylum in the US, his papers will go through easier. These are vengeful people. That boy did not have anything to do with those pictures. When you're on a platform like X Factor, you're not the one that's in position to say how pictures are taken, who sits next to who. You don't have that power. This is a platform that goes out to national television, so trust me, they will not allow you to dictate the image of their platform. You understand? You pretty much have to fall in and do as told. Yeah, do as told. So the youth go in there and do him thing, and yeah, he got a lot of hate for it. He also got a lot of love and support, like even he said, and that carried him through. Now let me say this: a lot of people grew up in Jamaica, right, and came from rough beginnings. Some people get rough up, and some people get straight up abused. The man say him get abused. Who are we to say he didn't and he's lying? Who are we to say he didn't and he's lying? So anyway, people are saying you need to hear his mother's side before you can tell if his liar is true. Abusers never admit to abusing. And let's be honest also, a lot of Caribbean parents are very abusive to their children. Ask many Caribbean children and they'll tell you that they don't get hugs, they don't get I told I love you, not regularly at least. You know what I'm saying? And them get beaten. And beaten like you're owned, like your property. Yeah? Do as I say, not as I do. But Dalton's stuff was a little bit different as he described it. He said right now his body is scarred up from the bottom of his feet to the top of his head. He grew out his hair to hide scars. His ears are deformed because of what he went through, and so on. And trying to hide in that world of music, he wore the headphones so long, them rub off him ears. Those ears actually look like fighter ears. And if you're into martial arts, look at any martial artist, especially those that do mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, a lot of grappling. You'll notice that they have the same kind of ears that Dalton has, and the youth never did no martial arts. So that is consistent with something consistently rubbing on his ears. And him say earphones, right? Because that's the only way he would escape his reality. Now, to come from that and to where he is now, I actually saw a online, I think it's an Instagram post or something, where his mother said Dalton made things seem way worse than it was. And yes, we did poor, but we even had food to give to others and these kind of things. And he did get beaten, she said, but it wasn't that bad. See, this is where I draw the line at. When you're striking somebody, when you hit somebody, when you thump and box and kick somebody, you're no longer in a position to say how much that hurts. You can't measure that. You're not the one that's feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I measure the whole thing that happened with the youth. So she might look at it as, hey, we did poor, but we did alright, and we had each other, and we were all in one house. She might look at it as, the lick them never did that hot, and all this. Oh, him get scar up, but people got through worse. Like trying to downplay, and that's exactly the signs of a classic abuser. It's like, yeah, but I did you make me really do it still and you just get me so angry that me start squeeze your neck. So it's not like they're gonna admit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I got from that. Anyway, moving right along. This is the story of the stone that the builder refused. I said on my platform that he is definitely a shining example for our other young men that are going through things. Go on, hold the faith. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up and don't give in. Look at Dalton. Dalton could easily have been a gunman in Jamaica if he wanted to. He could easily have been one of the ones where rob people and kill and do all other kind of manner of evil just to get vanity. The youth had a dream from he was very young, and he said he always knew that music was going to be his savior. Tell you the truth, right now, he doesn't even need to win Rising Star. If you hear my baby in the background, you already know I got Kai Kai here. But listen, Dalton don't even have to win Rising Star right now. Right now, he's in the top 3. Right now, I mean, Himbo Rising Star, big up to Rising Star. I mean, that was his first platform, but he doesn't have to win X factor right now. We want him to win. We know he's going to win. He has the goods to win. And not because he's Jamaican I'm saying this, but I honestly don't see anybody that's going to beat him now. Especially now, if he steps out with his A game. And knowing him, seeing him, hearing him speak lately, I know he's going to be on A game. Right? The stone that the builder refused shall be the head cornerstone. And that is exactly what we're about to see go down right now. I'm going to be getting, well, my dear foreign, so I can't knock no Dutch pot cover. But I'm going to be making a whole lot of noise come December 1st when he knocks that thing out of the park. And I invite all my Jamaican people, all my Caribbean people, all my people, Black American, whatever you are, just rally behind this youth, man, and give him the strength and the support that he needs, right? And like I said before, I said on my platform that he's a good example of someone that just hold the faith and work hard and go through, persevere. You don't have to go the wrong way. You don't have to make stupid decisions and then blame it on poverty or blame it on because I was abused. Rise up out of your conditions. You know what I'm saying? And that Sizzler did I talk about when him say rise to the occasion. Look at yourself and say you're strong. No one can stop you. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you're the only one that's your cheerleader. Ain't nobody else in your corner. Nobody else as far as your eyes can see that's cheering for you. You better have something inside of you that's a fighter spirit that can look yourself in the mirror and say rise to the occasion. Look at yourself and know you're strong. Nothing can stop you, and go out and get it. And when I see Dalton, that's exactly what I see. A damn good example of that all our young brothers can follow, right? So big up yourself, Dalton Harris. The whole over there, we're cheering for you, and go ahead and make us proud. I love how them wave the Jamaican flag around for sure, for sure. He didn't have to, but he's doing it. And like I said again, he's gonna be the winner. He will be there to celebrate. I'm out.